DanTDM and Lunchly. I didn't think in November of 2024 I'd be making yet another video about this, but DanTDM, after staying silent for months throughout this whole Lunchly, MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul drama, has finally responded to all of it. For those that need a rundown, essentially MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul created Lunchly, which in all honesty is complete garbage. It's supposed to be a Lunchables competitor, but it has almost identical ingredients and is pretty much the exact same thing. So anyways, DanTDM then went on to make one tweet about how YouTubers don't make good products anymore and how they're just out here to make money. So then MrBeast, Logan Paul, and especially KSI spent the next 2 months whining about how DanTDM made this one tweet. Meanwhile, Dan didn't even respond to any of it. No one had the Lunchly trios back, everyone was backing DanTDM, and all he did was make one tweet. Then of course, KSI made his YouTube videos about it and just destroyed himself with his goofy ass new song, but that's a whole nother story. What we're here for today is that DanTDM actually responded to the whole Lunchly trio incident in a new podcast clip ran by Tommy Innit and Jack Manifold, two people that are also on the correct side of history and have been very critical of Lunchly. So today we're checking out DanTDM's response. And also at the end of this video, KSI has been doing some more molding on Twitter, so we'll check that out as well. But one more thing before we jump in, make sure you join my new Discord server, link in the description, and yeah, let's watch this.
joins the server. Oh.
Yeah. Got aura now. That's
Chills.
insane.
That's what they're saying.
Tom speaks highly of your aura. I really do.
Well, yeah, with the whole Twitter stuff that happened, the aura was quite strong.
That's what he goes on about. I
I couldn't believe that. It's like,
I mean, look, I don't know about the whole aura thing. I mean, yeah, look, DanTDM probably does have aura. But bro, Jack's saying that Tommy's always talking about Dan's aura. Like, that seems a little bit weird in my opinion, I can't lie. But look, I mean, when you make one tweet and it blows up into an absolute, like, megastorm, where all of Twitter is talking about it and everyone's talking about how DanTDM owned KSI and Logan Paul and MrBeast, literally all because he made one tweet. I mean, that is aura if you ask me, I can't lie.
Mate, he's been crying for like 2 weeks straight, and you come in and just like, I have a great life.
that was incredible.
that was my way of like.
You went for him now and all.
You did like 2 days
KSI.
ago.
Yeah, but he didn't reply. He didn't reply.
Well, he's learned, hasn't he?
Yeah, bro, this is the thing with KSI. Like, the whole time he was sitting there saying, oh, yeah, I'm fine. Like, you know, I'm just doing this for promo for my music or whatever. Like, KSI loves to put on this, like, tough guy act where it's like, oh, yeah, no, you know, if someone comes after me and my company, I'll do whatever I want. I'll respond and, you know, it's whatever. No one's gonna talk crap about me. But it's like, bro, you just made yourself look like a clown for 2 months. No one had your back. This is probably one of the rare cases where no one, like, not even KSI's fans had his back during this thing. It's like, bro, you can go after Dax, you can go after Quadeca, you can go after Jake Paul, whoever else you're going after. But bro, if you try to go after DanTDM, like, you're just asking for everyone to hate you. And again, KSI's whole thing with this is like, oh, I was just promoting my music, you know, my music video got 74 million views in a month. It's like, yeah, that's cool and whatever, but you know, everyone hates you. No one's listening to the music because it's good music. The next time KSI drops music, like, no one's gonna listen to it because they all know it's gonna be crap now. So yeah, bro, not a very good long-term smart move from KSI here.
Because like my family aren't big YouTube watchers, they don't know the whole like scene at all. They were sending me memes. I was like, oh god, this has gone like way
dad
too
gone
far.
real big.
Yeah, it was how like he just. What I just enjoyed is like he couldn't get around his head why. I don't think he's never not been the top dog before. The way I described it is like if you're in school. And like me and Jack are year 8s and he's like a year 10. And then for the first time ever, the really kind year 11 goes, no. And he's like never had that happen before.
I think that's actually probably a very good analogy right there. I mean, look, sometimes I don't think Tommy Innit's very funny, but look, I think that right there is very accurate. I mean, bro, KSI, like I just said, like he's always been the person to pick on people, you know, smaller than him or younger than him or less respected than him. I mean, look at his boxing fights, bro. Every single time he's fought an opponent, he did that whole 2 fights in one night thing. Do you guys remember that? He fought Swarms and then a quote professional boxer in the same night. The professional boxer my cat could beat up in a fight. I mean, bro, that was no professional boxer. And then he won both the fights in one night and he's sitting there acting like, oh yeah, well I won 2 fights in one night, so it's cool. But it's like, yeah, your opponents are like level 1. It's like when you're Wii Sports, it's like he's Matt and then he's fighting someone who's like 200 skill level in you know, duels in sword fight. That's pretty much what this is, bro. And he always does that, like every single time he fights someone. And then then when he fights someone that's actually good, like, you know, Tommy Fury, he ends up losing. Whenever he fights someone like Joe Fournier, he ends up elbowing him and getting disqualified. And that's the same thing here, bro. Like, whenever he picks on someone on the internet, like Alex Wasabi or, you know, Jake Paul, you know, people that are relatively hated, of course he's gonna win that battle. But whenever he goes up against someone that's actually respected, like Dan TDM, no one has his back. Everyone has Dan TDM's back. And I think he's finally starting to learn that, you know, no one's really respecting him anymore.
I think it's more as well, like, I couldn't be bothered to like fight. Like he loves the whole back and forth. That's what the whole boxing stuff's
what he
about.
wants,
Like I get
isn't
it. I understand it. But it was funnier to not feed into it because
It's just exhausting.
you just watch it happen. It was fun.
I think that's the difference between Dan TDM and KSI. They are both literally the same age. They are in their early 30s. KSI is like 31, 32. Dan TDM just turned 33. The difference in maturity between these two people is outstanding. It is incredible to watch. Bro, KSI sitting there molding, trying to engagement farm, like trying to get views on his videos and trying to get people to hate on his tweets. Dan just makes one tweet and then goes back to making Minecraft videos and hanging out with his family. Like, bro, he's got kids and everything like that, and like, bro, it is so funny to watch KSI continue to mold to this day, and Dan just continue on with his life like he literally doesn't even care.
I remember when I was 13 thinking, man, and I used to say this to all my mates, like when I was 13, 14, I wonder what it'd be like to be KSI. That'd be incredible, watching the diss tracks. And then I had 10 million subscribers when I was 17, you know, more than KSI when he was doing the diss tracks. And I was like, oh, nothing's changed. I'm still just me. They're just like wankers. Why is that everyone like... It doesn't give you an excuse to be a dickhead.
Thank God, bro. It is so good to see these Minecraft YouTubers finally start to stand up to people like KSI, Logan Paul, MrBeast. I think we're starting to see a very good shift in YouTube where we're starting to see a divide in like absolute losers on YouTube who are only here to make money and grow businesses and just, you know, push garbage products that don't mean anything. Like, there's nothing wrong with running a business on YouTube. I mean, I plan to do it in the future. But when it's something like Lunchly and it's so clearly just manufactured crap, like we all know the reason you're doing it is just to make money. Like, it's actual slop. It's so good to see these bigger YouTubers finally stand up to like the MrBeast, the Logan Paul, KSI, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I just don't know why.
I think some of it as well was interesting where I think he thought that it was all my fans going for him when actually I don't
it was
think
his
that
fans.
was the case.
No, it was the internet.
It was just, it was like, I think...
You know what we were saying earlier about when you have an impact beyond today and yesterday?
Yeah.
Like, it's that. It's like, you raised us all, man. I was watching in year 4. Like,
And this is where KSI really messed it up, bro. Like, you guys would have seen the whole drama a few months ago. It was literally KSI's fans as well going after him. It wasn't just Dan TDM's fans. Like, I'm sure a lot of Dan TDM fans were going after him, and that was his whole thing on his YouTube videos. Like, he was like, oh, all these Dan TDM fans are going against me. But it's like, no, bro. It's like, literally no one likes you. Everyone on the internet was going against you. Your own fans, you know, Dan TDM's fans, probably my fans, like, everyone's fans were going against KSI. And for very good reason. And look, I want to show you guys just like the contrast between Dan TDM and KSI, even though they're literally the same age. Like, bro, KSI over the last couple of months, not even just with this whole Dan TDM thing, but also with a bunch of clips I'm about to show you now, KSI has just been molding and losing his so-called legacy so much over the last couple of months. So to start off here, right, KSI is like the owner of a boxing organization called Misfits or whatever, and pretty much there's like this card with Anis Ongib, who apparently was one of KSI's former friends. I don't think they really are now. Apparently they don't like each other anymore. KSI used to have a boxing coach called Leon, and apparently this is KSI and Leon like going at each other because apparently they don't like each other anymore. I don't know why.
Tell me what happened. No. What? Let's talk about the format of the spot. Let's talk about the format of the spot. So we got there. You put 20-ounce gloves on Dib. You done 2 rounds. I had 20 ounces. Yeah. You done 2 rounds. Then what happened?
He knows it's detonation.
You changed. You got out of the ring and someone else came in. No, you done 2 rounds. Yeah. Someone else came in the ring and spun Dib. Then he came in off. No, that happened. JJ. But when I spun JJ.
Yeah, so bro, pretty much like Leon is just absolutely destroying KSI here. I'm pretty sure they're talking about how, you know, KSI is always talking about how he beat Anis Ongib in a spar, but then like apparently he didn't, and like it was just a lie. So yeah, KSI not only getting owned by the internet, not only getting owned by Dan TDM, but also his former coach. Just great stuff from him here. Like, bro, I swear KSI really just changed ever since like he started working with Logan Paul and Mr. Beast, ever since that happened, he's just changed for the worst. Like I remember watching back a few years ago after KSI beat Logan Paul in that boxing match, and he made a video, you know, talking about how Logan Paul was appealing the decision and how, you know, he couldn't accept defeat, talking about how Logan Paul was, you know, a sore loser and everything like that. Well, here we have another example of KSI being a sore loser. For those that don't know, KSI fought Tommy Fury about a year ago and lost, because, you know, whenever he fights someone that's actually on his level or at his size, he loses. So Tommy Fury is fighting under Misfit, and KSI put, "Glad to know that this P word knows his place, working for me." Very interesting considering you literally lost to Tommy Fury a year ago. And now we also have a clip where KSI apparently confronts Tommy Fury at a press conference when the fight literally has nothing to do with him.
So, you know, I'm out here paying him. He is working for me. He's working under my organization. So technically I'm his dad, so he should appreciate that. Yeah, he has to accept that. I am his dad.
Bro, like, the coping from him is insane here. Like, bro, you literally lost to him in a boxing fight a year ago. No one cares that he's fighting under your organization. Oh, yeah, I'm paying you salary, whatever. Like, bro, you lost to him. Man to man, you lost to him in a boxing fight. And Tommy Fury didn't even look very good in that boxing fight against you. Bro, it is so funny to see the legacy of KSI just, like, go downhill and him change for the worse. Like, it is absolutely insane. If you're still a fan of KSI after this, I don't really know what to say to you anymore. Anyways, I'm done with KSI and DanTDM. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.